soft. Maybe a little bit more. You just flip it over. And that's the technique, is to cook it just enough so that it, flips over and doesn't break. Because if it's not warmed up first, it will break in half. That's a good one. Okay.
Here we are again. Just got done shopping at Trader Joe's. I go there for a few things, and I have my cousin in the car with me. The last time we're going to be at Trader Joe's this visit, or for 10, 11 more years. I don't know when I'm going to see her again, but it's Thursday and she's leaving, and
Sunday.
in 3 days she's leaving. After Shabbos, she's leaving.
I'm here now.
She's here now, so I have to enjoy her. We're gonna go home and make a bunch of food, but in the meantime, I want to show you this beautiful view as we drive. This is the place to live. You don't even have to hug them. You can just look at them from their windows. I love living here. I do. It's a thing. And I love that new Trader Joe's is right there. They just built that.
It's nice.
Because there weren't enough Trader Joe's around. We need to build one more to keep up with business. I don't know what thing I'm going to eat first when we get home. There's so many fun things to eat. I'm splurging and buying stuff that I normally wouldn't buy just because my cousin is here. It's my excuse. And I'm using food as a celebratory instrument, which you can't do all the time, because if you celebrate all the time with food, you're going to end up sick. Straight up. You're just going to be sick and you're going to be overweight. What? It's true.
We're going for it. We're going to celebrate because it's just fun.
But that doesn't mean we're overeating. We're not. It's like we're just, okay, we're going to have one of that. In the old days, I would probably eat a half a bag or 3/4 of a bag of chocolate Chips Ahoy cookies. It was normal to sit in front of a TV with milk and just dip the cookies in there and just eat them until I was full, which is so gross to me now. That is so gross. Now I'll eat one cookie and just wait till how does that feel in my body? And sometimes it makes me feel nervous and I'm like, I don't want that anymore. But just to eat and eat without even noticing how you feel and just stuffing your face, just to feel that full feeling, which is, I think that's something that I overcame in the last, 10 years of my life, is I don't like that feeling of full. I used to like that feeling as a little kid. I wanted to feel full, and I didn't feel satisfied until I felt full. And now feeling full it makes me feel uncomfortable. So I don't want to feel full. As soon as I even get close to full, I just stop. So that's just maybe I'm just getting older. I don't know. But I have that. I overcame myself. I overcame my overeating by just stopping myself and just saying, here's the little things I'll say. I guess if I could still probably fall back into it if I allowed myself. But what do I do now? I'll just say, it's there. You can eat it tomorrow. You can eat that tomorrow. You don't have to eat it today. And then the next day comes and I don't want it. So did I even want it at that moment? Probably not. It's just habit. So that's a little tip for you. Not that you're here for that, but...
I am making my mother's tacos for my cousin who doesn't remember them. I think when I make them, she'll remember. But my mother had this way of making tacos, and it was just 4 ingredients. If you don't include the salt and pepper, then it would be 2 ingredients, which is a tortilla, a corn tortilla, and ground beef. And it gets fried, and this is what my mother raised us. This is how she raised us, eating these. And it's raining right now. Perfect for balcony cooking. I'm going to cook on this single burner right here.
So what you're going to do is take some ground beef and a tortilla. I'm just going to press it on halfway. No onions, no nothing. Just ground beef, salt and pepper. That's it. And I'm pretty sure we used corn oil back in the day, which I would never use. I haven't bought corn oil in so long, and I don't remember when I ever did. Or any other vegetable oils. I only use olive oil. And I don't do a lot of frying, so. And it is pretty dark out here. Right now, it is pretty dark out here. And it is raining. It is raining. It's awesome. Do not fold them over yet. It's a lot. It's a pound, but it seems like a lot because you're not using very much on here. I probably just maybe 3 tablespoons you're using on here. I've been wanting to make my mother's tacos since I decided to do balcony cooking. It was one of the things I wanted to make because my mom wrote the I Hate to Cook book. Even my cousin remembers her saying that. Everyone remembers that. But she had a couple of things that she made, and this was one of them. Really simple recipes because she worked a lot and she was tired after work. Raising us all by herself in the 70s when there were very few divorced families. I remember being the only one in my class that was divorced, had a divorced parent. So it wasn't common back then. So she worked a lot. She would work a job and then she would have a little side hustle. She was either selling jewelry or Avon or something. So, okay, here's one last one. One more. Let's see how this one goes. Okay, and then we're going to put on the salt and pepper and we're going to fry these up. And what I'm doing is making them with my lettuce that I'm growing. And they won't have cheese on them, of course. Yay. Yay. Yeah, right? So that's, we're not going to have that, but I have some salsa, some chunky one or a thin one for those that like thin salsa, which is awesome. And that's it. And then we're going to fry them up. Okay. I remember them tasting really peppery, so I'm putting on a good amount of pepper so they're peppery. Like, I remember just thinking about my mom a lot lately. Okay, so then we have some salt. Stack them opposite.
fry these up. Before I fry those tacos up, I need to pick some fresh greens to go on top. And really quick, I just want to show you my tomato plants. So I planted them in fabric bags. This is an experiment. I do not know if this is going to work out, but so far so good. So I have some trays underneath, and these are fabric bags, so there'll be a lot of aeration for these tomato plants. These are 7 gallons, so I had to use a lot of soil so they have room to grow, and these are determinate tomato plants, so they're only going to get like 2 to 3 feet high. So that is what I'm doing. That is my new experiment, and we'll see how it goes. In the meantime, I need to pick some lettuce. Here we go. Some oil in the pan. It is dark out here and I don't have a light. There's a light, but it's not enough. These clouds have made it really dark. We still have 3 hours of daylight. Okay, so put the oil in the pan, and then you're going to place the taco in there with the oil. And the secret is that you let the shell cook a little bit, so not too much, just enough to soften it, so that you can turn over. And I made these too big. Okay, forgot about that part. You gotta make them less than half because you won't be able to turn it over. In my defense, I have not made these and I don't know how long. So let me get this over a little bit so I can get this over. That is it. And they're popping all over my hands and it hurts, and that's what I remember about these tacos. They're painful, so I'm just going to move this over a little bit so it's easier to flip. And you do need a good amount of oil. Okay. Let them just a little bit. Soft, maybe a little bit more. You just flip it over, and that's the technique, just to cook it just enough so that it, flips over and doesn't break. Because if it's not warmed up first, it will break in half. That's a good one. Okay. I'll probably get good at this by the end of these tacos. Someone's gonna get tacos down the street. My daughter. I wonder what they're eating tonight. Okay. So now, I don't even have to talk. I just got to move on. So this might be hot enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
And of course, they have to cook until the meat cooks. So they can't cook on too high of a fire because they'll burn. So you have to cook them on medium. Give them long enough time to cook. But this is a really oil popping proposition. When you make these, I always feel it. I'm feeling it right now, just like I remember. Put that piece in. Okay. Good. Awesome. Okay, these are ready to be put on some napkins to drain. Whoops. Put this a little bit more. Should be crunchy. great day to make tacos on the balcony. Could smell that pepper. This just brings back memories. Okay, let's see what this is doing. That really shrinks in there too. I don't think I've ever eaten more than 2 of these. They're pretty, you know, it's like eating a hamburger, sort of. Balcony a little dark, so I'm going to look into getting some lights so I can cook out here at night. Try these as those other ones are cooking. Let's see which is the best one. I think this. Which one do you want? I'm giving you the best one because you're the guest of honor. This one looks good. And a little Cholula. Oh, but wait. And fresh, just harvested about 10 minutes ago, lettuce. So you can have that as well. Thanks. And see what you do with that. Okay. I'm going to bite into this now. Let's see. This entire thing is shahapal. You know what? That tastes just like I remember. Because I made it just like she made it. With salt and pepper and nothing else.
Yep.
And lettuce. This is so good. Isn't this delicious?
So good.